Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. My name is Jack and this is your match reaction. Manchester United draw 1-1 away to Real Sociedad in the first leg of the last 16 of the Europa League. Not the worst result in the world. Could have been better, and some of the talking points we will get into. As always, guys, please do smash a like on the video if you haven't done so already. New video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. We've got a couple of the members on as always. Desi is in and Chris is there as well. How we doing, guys? All good, yeah?
Good,
yeah.
All good. Happy days. Desi, I'll start with you. What did you make of it? Did you see the full 90 minutes? Obviously, look, 1-1, not the worst result in the world coming back to Old Trafford from Spain.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. That's a positive result of the team we have, Jack. Let's be honest, I think a lot of us had shit running down our legs going into that game earlier on, especially after the performance last weekend. Look, Jack, should we have won the match? In the end, probably not. They had their tails up with the last 10, 15 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We were very wasteful with the ball when we were walking out tight areas. I felt in the last maybe 10, 15 minutes, we walked the ball well out of tight areas and then we're giving that pass down forward way too easily when we're trying to get a foothold in the game. But look, it's 1-1. The only thing I would say, Jack, is when it did finish, I was thinking, Old Trafford, we're not good in Old Trafford this season. And
I'll be there. Don't worry, I'll be there.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, look, positive, Jack. It's
positive.
It's a positive result considering the team that we have currently.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Chris, give me your thoughts on it. Obviously, look, Desi, I think is spot on. Bringing a 1-1 draw back to Old Trafford is never a bad thing when you've got the second leg at home.
No, you guys are right. I mean, it's a positive result. It's, I think, one of the better results we can expect out of the team that we had the team that we have at the moment. I mean, like you said, it, like Desi said at the end of the game, they were pushing forward. They were doing things mainly because if you look at their subs compared to the subs that we put on or the ones that we have to put on, we're more seeing games out instead of trying to win a game, and that's just where we're at. I mean, was there some positive play? Absolutely. I think, when you see Patrick Dorgu play on that left side and, the way he tracks and defends and goes forward and, I mean, constantly going forward, that kid, always running, running forward and playing balls to him. Yeah. I mean, he's 20 years old. But he looks good. I mean, I like it. And then, Xerxes played pretty well, but again, as well as he played, he made some passes that you kind of sit there and go, hey, wait a minute, was the penalty soft? Yeah, but it's still a penalty. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just the way our season's gone at this moment. It's like even we can't get out of our own way, and that's the problem. And then, could we have had two in the first half? I think we should have been, we should have done well with two in the first half, barring the Xerxes goal. Could have been easily three, but that's just where we're at, and it's just we have a lack of options going forward. You take Garnacho off, that hurts. You take Xerxes off, that hurts. I mean, it's just you look who we put on: Eriksson, Toby Collier, Victor Lindelof. I mean, pace is not the word you use when you bring those three guys on.
No,
and it's
absolutely not.
And that's just where we're at. I mean, it sucks. But like you said, to draw 1-1 in Spain, where usually we don't play very well anyway. If you look at our track record playing in Spain, it's not been very good. So, I'll take it, and hopefully next week. I think it's next week, right?
Yeah.
Next week we can squeak one out, and hopefully Ugarte will be back, Maguire will be back. We'll have a better squad. A better squad, not a great squad. So
yeah. But yeah, better than what we've got now. Absolutely. D says, I'll take the draw, but there's no excusing the lack of service into the box. Yes, Hyland needs to make the runs, but he made a run and never got it at all. And then he's got capped international, lads, breathing down his throat when he has to go there. Yeah, look, I agree 100%. And Desi, look, obviously D is talking there about the the low opportunity in the first half. I
Oh,
mean, he's got to square that ball first time. There's no excuse.
And there's no excuse, but Jack, it boils down to the caliber of player we have.
Yeah,
I keep saying it like this. You're watching it week in, week in. He's not a United player at the end of the day. I think he's okay. Can he do a job for us? Yeah. Is it great? No. And
It just surprises me so much, though, Desi, the fact that he was our Player of the Year last year,
I
and
know, but Jack,
and had a good season. And I understand he's gone last year playing fullback to wing back, but the drop off has been big.
it has been big, but its true colours shine when we're playing against half decent opposition, Jack. And that's just the way it is. We have not got the class of player or the player with that would make that killer pass in them moments, because these are moments in games, Jacks, where you need to make the right pass. And
Yeah,
when you've got these players that have that sort of mentality just to do it instinct, it's just instinct. It's not even thought about. Like there was a couple of times he got into the final third today and he was wasteful with the ball. So
yeah.
like that was one of many times he done it today. And it just boils down to where we're at as a team, Jack.
But
And
it's
that
decision making as well, though, Desi, isn't it? Like you're
decision
saying
making, yeah.
there, and I got pissed off on the watch along at the end there, where he's run like Onana throws a ball out to him. He's 15 yards ahead of the lad that's closing, and he's got 2 or 3 players in the attack ahead of him. Decision making, looking up and going, "Fuck, we've got an opportunity to go forward here." But no, slows down, let your man catch up to him, turns on and passes it back.
Yeah. And that's just the caliber of player he is. That's what he offers you, Jack.
Yeah,
You know, that is exactly what Dallo will offer you. And I feel sorry for Hoyland because I think if that ball comes across the pace in that moment, he finishes it. He finishes it, and it
yeah,
gives him a little bit of confidence.
yeah,
I can't see him missing from there as bad as he has been. I think with the right, like it was the right moment to just give him the ball and say, "There you go, kid. Stick that in the back of the net." And it was just wasteful. But again, I sit there and I watch United, Jack, and I just think to myself, we're doing all right considering what we have. And as Chris has said, we have no bench.
yeah.
Um, and you know, do I think we'll win this competition? Absolutely not. Do I want to be delusional? Of course I do.
Come on, that's what we're all about here on this channel. Delusion.
You have to be delusional, Jack. You have to still have that little bit of belief. But with this United team, you wouldn't be surprised if they were done to win it. And that's just us. That's just the truth. You just don't know what to get. What
Yeah,
you're going to get.
well, look, like I said before, it's about just someone asked in the live chat, do you prioritize the Europa League now? And I said, no, you don't. You prioritize the next game. And I think Ruben
Mm.
Amorim has been saying that an awful lot. If we can have slight improvements game on game, then you would expect us to be a hell of a lot better by the time the Europa League final rolls around if we continue to improve game on game. But it's a big if, you know what I mean? And we are going to need players coming back, Chris.
yeah, but here's the thing. Even if you take that train of thought, Jack, and I agree with you, is that if you watch the game at the beginning from the start, you can see there's a style of play that we're trying to get to, and you
Yeah,
can see that trying to play out and trying to do things and trying to Dorgu down the left side and stuff. You can see what he's trying to do. It's just like Desi said, the caliber of players we have aren't able to do that. I mean, like Desi says that. I mean, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Dorgu that's 20. I don't care if you're Harry Amos at 17. When Dallo gets that ball, it's got to go straight across. It's a simple thing. Like
yeah,
that's not like Desi said. It's not that's not something you train. That's just something that you know, and it's just you got to make that pass. And it's just
yeah,
like I have no reason why there was no other pass to be made. It wasn't
Mm.
like Bruno was trailing and so he's waiting to make that pass or no, this is the pass that needs to be made. And it's just like, oh, really? And Desi said, I watched it too. Delo is go down, stop the ball, come back. And oh, we're gonna keep possession. No, we have a chance to go on the counter or we have a chance to go forward. I don't even care if you go all the way down uh if you go all the way down to the end line, at least take it to the end line and then come back. At
mm,
least you bring. But it's just like as soon as he touches it, his head, he controls the ball, head comes up and goes, "No, I got to go backwards." Like it's like, and I just it's baffling, to be honest. And it's like I think if we had more options.
Wow.
Right, completely gone. All right, Chris, you're gone. Desi, right. So we're talking about decision making, and a positive bit of decision making was the goal. Garnacho doing really well down that right hand side, gets his head up, sees Xerxes on the edge of the box. I don't even know if he sees Xerxes on the edge of the box, to be honest with you, but he just puts it in a good area, and it's a good finish out with Xerxes. Bit of confidence for him.
Yeah, a bit of. Do you know what? I wouldn't be too critical on Xerxes, Jack. I think he's really
No,
trying. He's really
yeah,
trying, and he considering what he. And I don't want to keep bringing up a few weeks ago, but he has done himself a little bit of justice in terms of getting himself back in the picture and redeeming himself a little bit. He really does try, Jack, and like
yeah,
that finish. I know the keeper could have done a whole lot better with the finish, but he keeps it low when he hits it, and that's just what you want. You know what I mean? As the ball,
yeah,
keep it down, get it on the target. Don't try and go for the big welly or the television like into the top bin. And he
yeah.
done what he had to do, and he put us in front, Jack, at a
And
crucial
we're not
time in the
doing that
game.
enough this season. Just the
We're
simple
not doing
things.
it enough. There's been times in games, Jack, where you watch United, and as Chris said, we're getting down the wings. We're playing that wide position anyway, so that's kind of enticing us to go out there. We
Mm,
go out there, we get down into these areas, and we just don't put the ball into the mixer. And it's very
yeah,
frustrating to watch. As a like as even Chris said, it's not something that you train when you're. If you're a winger, you know you're automatically thinking. You should automatically be thinking that my job is to get down there and cross the ball. Look, if
yeah,
I cut back inside, I can take a shot. Fair enough, but just your instinct as a winger is to get down there and put the fucking ball into the mixer. Don't take the piss. Okay, if you
yeah,
go down, you get surrounded by two and you have to come back. Fair enough. But as well as that, to find the solution as a player, Jack, some of these players have to find the solution on the pitch. Amram's not going to be able to talk in your ear every 5 seconds. So if you do it the first time and it doesn't work out, and then the second time you find yourself in a yard or two of space and you've got the chance to cross into the box, do what you didn't do the fucking first time.
yeah,
Don't repeat the fucking same trend for the next 90 minutes where the team gets absolutely nothing from it.
yeah. You're
So
dead right.
it just goes to show back to the same thing, Jack. We have not got, and I truly believe this, it doesn't matter. I'll say it again, we can bring any manager we want into this club. These players are not good enough to wear a Manchester United shirt, some of them. And the minute we realise that as fans and get on board with it and say, right, we know where we are, we have to stick firm with the manager and just ride the storm. It's going to be horrible, but we have to start putting the pieces at them. And hopefully over
Yeah.
time it works back because this is going to last. Get used to
Mm.
this as a United fan. It's not going to be nice. We're going to be fucking getting it from all angles. Your neighbour, your mother, your sister, your brother, anybody. So sit
Now,
in,
lad,
hold
not in the
tight.
fucking window there
I-
next.
I'm back on him. Another thing, Jack. Sorry, I was really disappointed with Ganacho's attitude coming off. I
Yeah, I was
know
going to ask
I
that.
can
Yeah,
I can understand his side, Jack. I really do. I know he's a young kid, but don't act like that.
Nope.
yeah,
Don't just
Sell
don't
them.
fucking do it because you're just acting exactly like the rest of the muppets that we had in the club. There's no need for it. The team needs you. You know they need you. And when you're getting substitute, walk off. Now he's bringing on Ericsson. These
yeah.
guys have got to go, Chris.
Yeah, but look, I can understand. Before you jump into that, I can understand why he brought on Ericsson and the likes of Collier as well. I think Ruben Amorim was happy to get out there with a 1-1 draw, and he was going more defensive just to
100%.
just to shut up shop.
But at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time, like Desi says, though, I mean, Garnacho's got to, I don't care if you're 17, 18, 19, 32. You come off, you clap, you smile, you do the right thing, you go to the
No,
bench. And
don't
if you have
smile.
a problem,
Don't ever smile coming off the pitch
wow.
because you should be disappointed.
You
You know what I
should, but
mean? Shaking
I
your
mean,
head like that.
smile like you smile and you deal with it. Can you be
Yeah,
mad? Yeah, you can be mad, but you deal with that in the locker room. You don't show it on the field. You're not. I'll be
exactly.
honest with you right now, and I wish you would stand in front of me. You're not good enough to act that way. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
you're not.
yeah,
You're not Cristiano
100%.
Ronaldo. You're not Lionel Messi. You're not.
Not good enough.
You're not Jude Bellingham. You're not any of these guys that have proven. No, you're not because you
It's
you
Chris
squandered.
Eagles at the moment.
Well, yeah, you squandered 2 opportunities at the beginning in the first half of the game. Like, I mean, yeah, were you one of our most dangerous players? Absolutely. It's week in and week out you are, but I don't care who you are, you don't do that. You don't you're not bigger than the team, the club, the badge, anything. You come off, you clap. I mean, like you said, maybe you don't smile, but you don't show that. You're not good enough to show that. I'm sorry. And that's at that point I go sit down for a while, kid. If we had other solutions, you're going to sit down for a while and you're going to see what it's like. I mean, that's the kind of
Yeah.
attitude that didn't get you in the squad for the City game.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
let's call
And
it as it
and a
is,
part
you
of me,
know.
sorry, Chris, a part of
Yeah.
me felt that he knows the situation we're in. And it
Mhm.
really pissed me off to see him. I was thinking, you fucking little dickhead. You dickhead. Because right now, you know the situation we're in.
Yeah,
So are you just trying to add more to the pot now and then the papers to be tomorrow and not just shaking his head and sitting there like he spat his dummy out of the pram again? We don't need it.
No, we
End of
don't.
story. We do not need this carry on. Look, I don't want to go on about the fucking attitude, but really, the mentality of some of these players is
yeah,
just not there. It's just not
Yeah.
there.
yeah, yeah,
These are not
100%.
die hard. Get out, do your job, walk your socks off. If it doesn't happen for you and you come off, don't come off with a smile. Nobody likes to come off a football pitch, especially when you're a player. But come
Yeah,
off with some dignity, knowing that we're 1-1, clap the other man and say, get out there and give it a go.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
be together. Show some form of togetherness. But because that just shows that we're not all on the same boat here.
No.
You know, I'm bigger than you, and I deserve to be treated differently to everybody else. And Chris, you hit a very good point. He wasted 2 very good opportunities straight at the goalkeeper with one of them.
Mhm.
Like so he can throw his dummy out all
yeah.
he
He had
wants.
two.
Different
He hit the side netting twice.
Yeah.
side net and twice. So listen, different scenario if he scores one and he's taking him off and it's 1-0.
Yeah.
Then we can say, well, we understand, he feels like he could have scored another one, but he didn't even score. So, sit down, kid is right, and take your medicine for a little while, and remember where
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are. You're at
absolutely.
Manchester United, and the club is much bigger than you'll ever be. And until you start to prove yourself in that pitch, then you'll have your say. But you haven't
Well,
done it yet
it's
consistently. So
it's like I said. Did I say it in a podcast or last match reaction when you got taken off? It's give the manager a reason not to take you off the field. And guess
yeah,
finish your
what?
chances.
yeah,
If you
exactly.
finish your chances, you're not coming off the field. So
Mm.
therefore, you made your
Or
you
you
made your
are
bed.
coming off the field after scoring 2 goals and going, happy
Well,
days,
yeah,
my
and
job
you're
is
going to get
done.
a rest. And we're winning
Exactly.
3-0, 3-1, and you're going to get a rest, and that's fine. But at the same time, you give the manager a reason to keep you on the field. Because
Mm.
I guarantee you, if he scores one or two or even one, and he's playing well, better than he has been, Hoyland's coming off, not him.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
know,
talking about mentality, then, Chris. Let's flip it here and talk about a bit of positive mentality for a few minutes before we finish. Your own delict. I'm gonna put both of these in the same bracket here. I mean, I've been really impressed the last few games with both of them individually and collectively when they play together. They
yes,
look like they complement each other really well. Lenny Yoro looks like a fucking Rolls Royce.
he
You know what I
does.
mean?
He
It's like
does.
when you look at somebody like, let's take Cheeto, for example. Okay. He's a year younger than Lenny Yoro, maybe a little bit, a year and a half younger, but he looks so raw compared to
Yeah.
Lenny Yoro.
Mm.
Lenny Yoro looks like not the finished article, but he looks smooth. He looks composed. His decision making is really good. He's able to defend. He's able to hold off players, see the ball out over the end line. I've been really, really impressed with him. What's your
No,
thoughts on both of them individually and maybe together as well?
I think we're solid there. I mean, I've liked Delict, I've liked Euro, what I've seen from him, and you got to remember Euro played what a season for Lille before we got him, and so I
Yeah,
mean, even playing in the French league, you get that exposure where Cheeto's only been playing with the youth teams. So that goes a long way when you have
yeah,
that exposure playing top notch football at that point. But I mean, I like what I see out of those two, and if Martinez comes back, or you have a Harry Maguire, or whoever else you put on the other side as one of the back three, I'm fine with it. Like defensively, we played fine. Like I don't have any problems with us playing defensively. It's just us going forward that's where the issue is. And the positivity is that we don't give up as many shots as we did last year. Which it's and guys are defending, guys are stepping through, guys are stepping up. They're they're initiating the action and not reacting to it. Where before we were always behind the guy waiting for them to do something. Well, now we're stepping in front. We're on the front foot. We're going after. We're intercepting. We're breaking plays. And Euro love how he has the ball, the way he moves with the ball, and how he passes out of the back and does everything like that. He's not looking just to go, oh, I got to get rid of the ball. No, he's
Yeah.
looking to make a pass, and everything like that. And I think De Ligt's just solid. I mean, he's a defender. That's what he is. I mean,
Yeah.
as much as people want to give him stick about, oh, well, he doesn't do this, he doesn't play the ball out well, he can't, this. He's a defender. Like he's the guy he's going to put his body in front. He's going to block shots. He's going to go in for the tackle. He's not going to shy away. That's what you need. That
How
you need someone.
Graham Souness called him a lightweight defender, I will never know.
I don't know. Graham Souness needs to take another gummy, or I don't know what he's doing over there. But
Be putting home.
But hey, boys, I got to run. So
right,
I'll
Chris.
catch you on the podcast.
Yeah, look, we'll
guys.
finish it there. Look, I appreciate you coming on as always. Desi as well. Happy days, man. But look, like you said, I mean, it's a win, isn't it? And or not, it's not a win. It's not a loss. Sorry. Even the draws are feeling like
it feels like a win.
It feels like a win. And look, I appreciate you coming on as always, and I'll chat to you over the weekend. All right.
No bothers, Jack. Mind yourself. God bless.
Man. Thanks everybody for watching as well, guys. Yeah, and look, like I said, not a loss, and we'll take a 1-1 draw back to Old Trafford for the second leg next week. I do appreciate y'all watching, guys. Like I said, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. United technically are still unbeaten in Europe this season, which is one of the positives we can take. But yeah, smash a like in the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Good luck.